Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is going on? Tesla and Elon Musk. What? Tesla buying Bitcoin? Rumor on the street is Apple is looking to buy Bitcoin as well. What is going on in this joint? Huh. BTC hit 47,000. Wow. Wow. I wonder what the masses are thinking right now. I wonder what the masses are thinking. And what are you thinking? Are you getting BTC now? Or have you been accumulating BTC? Are we going to get that pullback that BC backer is talking about? Are we going to get the pullback in Bitcoin? I don't know. We'll see. I'm prepared either way. I hope that you are as well. Little late night stream with the Crypto Siege. Good to see all of you here. Indeed. Do me a favor, make sure you smash the like on the way in. Wow, H. Joseph C. How about that? The market is crazy. What's going on with Elron? What's going on with EGLD? I'm happy for you guys that got that TEL coin. I'm happy for you guys that got that. I don't know. Apple, Tesla buying BTC. Interesting stuff to say the least. To say the least. What's going on, guys? Good to see everyone tonight. Danny Loft is in the building. What's going on, brother? You got to love that Cardano Crypto Siege. Did you get the Celsius notification of increased staking rewards on some today? No, I did not get that. I know that they said that they're charging more to lend out. So it's good to see they got a little bit of an increase on the rewards. That's always a good thing for sure. That is definitely a good thing. I didn't see that though. I didn't check my emails today. That's a great thing. What's going on, guys? So listen, we talked about being prepared for the market, and, bull market and the bear market. We talked about that. But man, I guess while I was gone, BTC hit 47,000 sometime during the day. Well, that's back. It's 46,000 now. Interesting. Very, very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff, guys. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. I got to listen to some more from Ross Stevens today with Michael Saylor. That was some really, really good stuff. Jay Cohen is here. One girl, three, Andrea. Hello from Vancouver, Canada. Hello, Andrea. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, guys. Welcome, Andrea, to the channel. Good to see you here. Happy Monday to you. Oh, the stable coins went from 10 to 12. Yep, I knew about that one, Danny Loft, indeed. Definitely knew about that. That is some promising stuff, right? Yeah. So what is going on? Let me see some stuff here on Twitter that I say for you guys. Galvatron's at it again. Oh, goodness. Celsius, Alice Masinski says, we love paying ourselves since 5 million in interest every week, not just on Super Bowl week. You put Super Bowl week. MoneyTap is integrated by MoneyTap has been integrated by the First Challenger Bank of Japan. We'll go over that one as well. That's pretty cool. We'll talk about that a little bit. Shout out to that dude, James Rule XRP, for sharing that with the family. It's a good dude right there. James Rule, XRP Joe. What's going on, Keil? It's good to see you. Good evening. Good evening to you. Yeah, well, yeah. So how long you been in crypto, Andrea? Gallo is here. Good to see you. Buenas noches, familia. Buenas noches, Gallo. How are you? Where are you checking in from, my friend? DC Precise is in the building. What's going on, dude? Life is good, bro. What's good with you, DC Precise? Midland Park, Texas. 50% correction income with the stock market crash in a few months. A few months. Okay. All right, Darren Carter. I hear that, brother. Yes, indeed, Darren Carter. Apple probably has already purchased Bitcoin. Smart, smart man right there. Big problem though. How are they going to transfer that crypto at low cost? Indeed. Indeed. Mexico, Gallows from Mexico. Cool. I'd love to hear that. What part of Mexico, man? Oh, extremely new. Wow. How about that? New to the digital asset space. Gotcha. Well, welcome. We like to say on this channel that the digital asset space is our chance to win. Yeah, so you found a good channel to kind of learn, get your feet wet a little bit, if you will. Got to tell you, yeah, you definitely want to begin to learn about this space, right? Definitely want to do that for sure. Carl, spread it out. There will be many winners indeed. Oh, wow. Guana Tuato. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. I appreciate that. Yeah, so the digital asset space, our chance to win, new monetary system, giving us some options besides the fiat world without question. It's an exciting thing. Watch as many videos as you possibly can, Andrea. Definitely recommend you check out The Modern Investor to begin to learn about the digital asset space for sure. That will definitely help you without question. Sheila says, woohoo, more new folks. That's great. I'm starting to feel like a vet. There you go. Indeed. So here's the thing, guys. It's cool to hear about Tesla buying, Elon buying 1 point something billion and Apple looking to get in the space as well. I was listening to a guy who said he had an interesting thought. He said that the tech companies like Google and Tesla, since they're in a quote unquote risky space because they're in the innovation space, they'll look to Bitcoin. But other big companies that are not really kind of innovating, just running along, just kind of doing their thing. He says they're going to look to other stuff. They're going to look to more. They're going to look to the altcoin markets, is what he believes. The modern investor, Daniel Wall says the modern investor was talking about Cardano at $10. Wow. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's go over this thing here with MoneyTap. Let me pull that up. And Andrea, if you want to learn about what what we believe on this channel is XRP, the digital asset XRP being the greatest digital asset ever created. Not that we don't hold other digital assets, because we do. We all have. Most of us have diversified. A couple of good places if you want to learn more about XRP and if you want to learn more about the company Ripple. There are two places you can go. You can go to ripple.com/insights, INSIGHTS. And you can also go to XRP Arcade, like the gaming thing, xrparcade.com. That'll help you start your kind of going down your journey to learn more about XRP, the Ripple company, and all those things around the ecosystem. Ninja Pants is here. What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, Ninja Pants. I watched that video with Legal Breach and Jeremy Hogan. Interesting stuff. So we'll see. It would be nice if Gary Gensler came on there and just said, you know what? We got a whole lot of other things to kind of tackle. Let's see if we can't get this thing settled. That would be really, really nice. So we'll see. Ian Carter, what's your process of finding new assets with a low total supply? Well, for me, I don't really look so much at the low total supply. I just go to livecoinwatch.com and I look for assets that have a potential use case in the real world outside of crypto. That's kind of what I do. That's what I do. Of course, you can always filter that, right, by market cap if you want, right? A lot of people like to look for the 5 million market cap or less coins. Yeah, guys, do me a favor and hit that like button, just like Kila says. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Lance Morgan likes Dash. Dash is great. Yeah, Dash is looking to make its kind of move, right? Hasn't done that thing yet. EOS hasn't done it yet, like Ethereum and like Bitcoin. XRP obviously hasn't done it yet. And so EOS, Zcash, Bitcoin Cash, a few of them haven't quite done it yet. But I got to tell you, EGLD is definitely doing crazy things. All right, let's share the screen. Let's talk a little bit about MoneyTap and what's going on there, because the banks are looking to implement that, and I think that's going to be great eventually for XRP, right? Eventually, I think that's going to be great for XRP. Did I pull it up? Here it is right here. So that's it. That doesn't look like it. Why does that say the Coin Republic? MoneyTap is in it. Okay. MoneyTap is integrated by the First Challenger Bank of Japan. Why is that up there? Interesting. Ripple has gained the highest position as a shareholder of SBI in Japan, and it's invested a huge amount to integrate the MoneyTap feature in their KWash Cash application. Ripple claims that the new feature is highly user-centric, making the life of its users more comfortable. So what's the Challenger Bank of Japan? Very, very cool to see that these banks are starting to implement it. I know we got the word that 20 banks were going to be on MoneyTap by the end of 2021, which is really, really, really cool. So we all know that Ripple got the final thing. It's kind of finally went through with their investment into MoneyTap, which is really, really cool. So, this MoneyTap thing is going to be massive in a lot of ways. And if Ripple puts their money into something, you can kind of expect big things, right? With 33% shareholdings by making an investment in SBI's MoneyTap, Ripple Labs has gained the position of being the largest holder of its shares. This news was announced a few days back. I didn't know that they were the largest shareholder. Interesting. The financial giant of Japan's subsidiary, SBI Holding, has set foot to acquire 2 executives of Ripple. Yeah, I've heard about that. Eric Van Miltenberg and Emi Yoshikawa. I didn't know Ripple was the largest into MoneyTap, so that's interesting. Very, very interesting to know that, right? So, listen, cool. I am following you on Twitter. Somebody's following somebody on Twitter. Okay. Really? Danny Loft, Tim Cook from Apple has threatened Zuckerberg to remove the Facebook app from the App Store on Apple 13, and any app that tracks consumers while not in use by the consumer, that will cost Facebook billions. Yeah, that's crazy news. That is going to cost them a lot of money. Guys, 54 people on the stream. Listen, Tesla's buying Bitcoin. Apple looks like is looking to buy Bitcoin. That's cool. I'm not buying Bitcoin right now. Are you? I can tell you people are FOMOing in for sure. People are FOMOing into Bitcoin at its all-time high, right? That's the psychology thing. They get emotional, they get excited. Yeah, best time to buy Bitcoin is when everybody's wondering whether or not it's going to survive. So right now, people aren't wondering about that, right? People are not wondering whether or not Bitcoin's to survive right now because it hit 47,000. Let's see if we get that 50% correction like Darren Carter was talking about. See what they think then. That's when I would be looking to enter in again into the market for sure. Carlos Jacobo is here. How are you, my friend? Jay Korn is in the building. Good to see you again, my friend. Ian Carter and Darren Carter are both here. CW115. I love it. I love XRP, but Quant has become my largest bag. LOL. I hope you're winning over there, Quant. I know it's got some big numbers, brother. I'm happy for you. Wow, 30 cents. You remember when Bitcoin was 30 cents, John Stoops? Wow. Trevor LeConte is here. What's going on, brother? I appreciate you always sharing info with me on Twitter, man. It's good to see you tonight. Dan Robbins on Crypto Siege, tired of hearing about Bitcoin. Ah, indeed. Kayla says, nope, no BTC for me. Yep. Wow, nice. Crypto_JS. Sell is the way. Got a buddy from a Telegram group on Zoom today from the UK and convinced to try Celsius. Got another one tomorrow, one from Portugal. Love it. Portugal to talk more about Celsius. Let's go. Indeed. Raising rates. 12.5% on them stable coins is not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all, guys. Right? That's not a bad deal at all. So let me see what else that I wanted to share with you guys. JC Collins of the philosophy of metrics.com, really smart guy. The greatest magic trick. What happened here? The greatest magic tricks get your attention focused on a strategic spot, which serves as a distraction to what is really happening in another spot. The structure of the world's monetary system is changing. It's not going to be just announced. XRP will soon be impossible to hide. That is some great stuff there from JC Collins. So what is XRP at? 44 cents. Let's see some. Let's do a little. You know how we like to do the percentage gains. Where is that at? 44 cents to, let's see, 3.84. 7x from the all-time high. I guess that's not too bad. 772% from the all-time high. Always important to look at that, where it is and where in relation to its all-time high. Most people believe, you know, that the assets with their fundamentals behind them, working projects behind them, are going to reach all-time highs. Hey, Joseph C. Algo hit $1 or more today, didn't it? Algo a drop away from $1. I hit $1 earlier, right? What's going on, Alex G? Good to see you, bro. Yes, indeed. Tattooed Cobra filling my Elron bag, Siege. I hear you, my friend. I hear you. I was just talking my brother-in-law today, like, these new projects like Algorand and Elron, right? Elron, EGLD, Elron Gold, right? They haven't had their first year kind of in the space, if you will. First bull run, I guess is a better way to put it. This is their first bull run. It's going to be really, really interesting to see what it does, right? And of course, the great and crazy exciting news is Brian Brooks actually talked a bit about what, kind of how he sees things going with the SEC lawsuit, XRP, interesting stuff. Brian Brooks did hint that the escrow is the key for settlement. Did he mention the escrow, Lance Morgan? Did he mention the escrow? Did he say escrow? GDLT, what's going on, my friend? Good evening to you. That old Cheeto was here. What's good, brother? It feels like you can just throw money at anything right now and it will go up. Yeah, that's kind of how the alt seasons work. They kind of all go. I mean, they may stagger in terms of who goes first and who goes last. It's crazy in the market. It really, really is. Really crazy in the market. He hinted at the escrow, Jimmy Douglas says. Okay. Got it. I'm going to listen to some of his stuff here. We'll listen to it together. It's always been about Ripple's control of the massive amount of XRP, says Dan Robb. Yeah, it's looking that way, right? So we so soon see what they're going to come up with in terms of the selling of XRP. But it was good to hear from Brian Brooks. In case some of you guys didn't hear from it, we'll play that for sure. Dan Robb, Crypto Siege. Buying Bitcoin is like being married to a stripper. Eventually, you're going to have to come to realize it's all hair and makeup. Can someone please tell me what is BTC's real value in the world based on the problems we have and will have in the future? To me, it doesn't solve problems for anyone other than the billionaires. Yeah. Well, the thing with Bitcoin is it's the monetary network and policy behind it, not the asset itself, in my opinion. Putting together that technology and quote unquote kind of understanding the hard money concept behind it, right? Definitely recommend you check out the book, The Bitcoin Standard by Saifedean Ammous, Ammous. They kind of get it, right? To really, really kind of get it, because that's what it's really ultimately about, that hard money thing and that free monetary policy that it brings with it, that it gives us choices. Those of us in the digital asset space, we understand the failings or the shortcomings of the technology, but it's more than the technology. It's right, especially when we compare it to XRP, right? It's more than the technology. It's the kind of the monetary policy behind it, with only being 21 million. I heard something today that I thought was really, really interesting. And he said that Bitcoin comes with rules, but with no rule makers. I found that to be very, very interesting, right? And the fiat dollar comes with rules and rule makers. Right? That's the challenge, right? That's the big challenge. What's going on, Travis? What's up with this Telcoin? I don't know, my friend. Apparently, CKJ might have did a 100K challenge on this Telcoin. He likes to deep dive into stuff, and some people got it. So I guess it's 3x in a day or something like that. Something like that. I have none. Darren's reading it right now. Love it. I'm glad to hear that, my friend. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, and I got to tell you, Darren, the more and more I listen, I'm beginning to understand that it's not about the asset, that it's really about the other stuff behind it. And I'm very, very curious to see, because one guy was, we're talking, 10 years and 20 years from now, what's going to happen, right? interesting stuff because he mentioned the Lightning Network. He mentioned clean energy in mining Bitcoin. Look, that's interesting stuff, right? And since it is technology, can it advance? Sure. What would happen if Bitcoin ended up getting on the Energy Web token platform? I wonder what would happen then, right? I wonder what would happen then. Now, for me, the better returns on investment ultimately are on the alts. And then there's position into BTC for store of value, but ultimately the ROI is in the altcoins. If you know about them, you can get a better return on investment, obviously. It's an interesting thing. People use the word billionaires, and when people come to the table with hundreds of millions of dollars or billions, that's a different strategy than the average Joe investor, right? Right? They're going to come, these billionaires or people who have hundreds of millions of dollars. They're looking to kind of fight the debasement of the dollar, right? They're looking to kind of maintain their wealth with this, what they see as little risk as possible, right? That's a different thing than the average Joe investor who's trying to get to its first $1 million, right? Different strategy, I believe. Yeah, I think so. I think, Darren, I think that ultimately the store of value argument is going to win out. But I also think because people are recognizing uh, Bitcoin representing an asset class that gives people choices besides the fiat standard, right? And so, quote unquote, there's a Bitcoin standard, which is really, right, the digital assets standard, right? And then there's the fiat standard. I think that's what it represents, that other option monetarily for you and I, as opposed to the fiat system, right? Because the dollar is going backwards, right? The cost of capital is 15, 20%. Actually, Ross Stevens said it was higher, said it was 30%. So it's the other option, and people are waking up to it. I think corporations and corporates and, major insurance companies, whether it be AA or AAA ratings, they're getting it. They're putting hundreds of millions of dollars into BTC, which means you're putting it into the just new asset class, that it's a digital asset place. What they found is for them, they see, the network behind Bitcoin as the less risky thing, right? Where they see the alts having not established themselves and having not had a 12-year run, that type of deal. So they feel like it's the less riskier. I don't know if they understand the technologies and the real utilities and all of that yet. They're just looking at, is this thing going to hold value? Is it not going to debase, 20 or 30% every single year? Is it a better store of value than, or has it been a better store of value than gold for the last 10 years? These are the things that they're looking at, right? Though they're not really looking into the technology yet, right? And they're not really concerned about energy and all that other stuff yet, right? Not the corporates, not the people with the treasuries, right? Now the IMF and the WEF and the ECB, they may be doing that, right? But not the corporates, right? Not a major insurance company like Mass Mutual, right? They want to know if they can keep the value in the funds that they have in treasury, right? That's what they want to look at. So they're going to look at gold and they're going to compare it and say which one has been performing the best over the last 10, 12 years, right? And that's what that's what it's about. I don't know if they're excited about the digital asset space. I don't know if they're excited about this new monetary policy that it represents for you and I. I don't know if they're concerned about that. Amazon's new CEO has a crypto background. Does he really, City Sports? Isn't that interesting? That's what it is. It's definitely asset protection, Darren. Definitely. That's another thing. I didn't mention that, but that's another thing as well. You got the debasement of the dollar is a major thing, and they know it. They really understand that holding on to fiat is becoming a liability. It's the digital gold. Bitcoin is the digital gold. They know fiat is just, it's had its day. And it's this new asset class. And ultimately it is just, it's about better technology, right? Indeed. Darren Carter says, I think the billionaires know something's happening with the stock market and they all prepare to protect their assets by moving into crypto. Yeah, absolutely. All of these things they're considering, right? All of them they are considering. Maybe that's what the big exodus of all the CEOs were about a year ago. Remember, about a year ago, there was this big exodus of all these CEOs. I mean, they're out. They were just leaving out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. You remember that? Billy Jurgensen, how are you, my friend? I bought my first Ledger Nano S today from my XRP. Well, congrats to you, my friend. That's right, crypto_JS. Sailor was the savior crypto needed. Elon, Tesla was just final confirmation. It's game over. We all are going to make it as long as we stick to our plans. Let's go. Exactly. Let's go see. Yeah, and the plan, right, for the channel, for our channel is, right, ultimate goal, generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth equals the acquiring of digital assets plus sound saving instruments multiplied by a cash flow business. That is the deal. Mr. Wendell is here. How are you, my friend? Mr. Wendell wants to know, Billy, are you new to the space? He says, kind of. Cool. Welcome to this new asset class that is called the digital asset space, Billy. And welcome to the channel, man. I appreciate you being here. Without question, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you know when you go live. Now, listen, we primarily talk XRP here, but we too talk all digital assets, right? But in addition to that, we talk about, leveling up our financial IQ as well. We have something on Wednesday. We call it Generational Wealth Wednesdays. We talk about not only acquiring generational wealth, but how to maintain it, how to keep it, which is massively important. Carson Koch, what's up with you, my friend? Good to see you. The new frontier, says Billy. Indeed, it is. Welcome, man. You're in for a journey for sure. Highly recommend that you just learn as much as you possibly can about the space. Learn as much as you possibly can. Right? Learn as much as you possibly can. Let me see what else I want to share with you. Ex-Ripple Management of Government Relations, Ron Hammond, joins the Blockchain Association as the Director of Government Relations. I thought that already happened. I thought that we heard about that before. Hester Peirce said something that I thought was very, very interesting. Right? She made the crypto top 100, I guess, on Cointelegraph. And she said, thanks for the mention, but I look forward to the day when the top 100 people in blockchain doesn't include any regulators. Isn't that interesting? And this is a huge sign that we're really, really entering the alt season. Walter Bloomberg, cryptocurrency exchange Kraken, says signups are temporarily disabled due to extremely high demand. I remember in the bull run, Coinbase, they kept having to pause signups. People were trying to sign up. They couldn't get an account. Here's Kraken with that going on right now. Very, very interesting time, right? XRP Mammy shares something. Money just cleared. Now we wait for the carnage to buy this month and next. I'm going to buy all the blood in the streets. If BC back are calling for pullbacks on BTC to 22K Okay. You know it's coming. This person has a lot of faith in BC back, and I do too as well. Alts haven't flown yet. Well, you know the drill. XRP and quant. All right, let's see if we can listen to this one here. Let me share this with you so you can hear the first one that I have from Brian Brooks. It's really all the same, but he was kind of, it's interesting from this dude here. Let's see, share screen. All right, let's do this.
Okay. Obviously, there's some people coming into the Biden administration who agree with that. You know, if it is true that Michael Barr is my successor at the OCC, I think he's likely to have more of a thesis similar to mine on this. He has a background having spent some time on the Ripple advisory board, for example. And on the other hand, Secretary Yellen has said some relatively skeptical things about the asset class. So I don't think it's a partisan issue. I think it's more about who's a tech adopter and who's an innovator versus who isn't.
Brian, speaking of Ripple, you worked at Coinbase, you worked in the government, albeit for under a year. So tell us, is XRP a security, yes or no?
Well, you know, these are complicated questions and matters of pending litigation, so who could say? But here's what I would tell you, though, which I think is the most important issue about XRP, and that is there is a difference, okay? There's a difference between the way in which an asset is distributed and the nature of the asset at a given moment in time. And I think the issue in Ripple that gets lost in all of the discussion is whatever happened in the original distribution of XRP tokens, you know, 10 years ago, and whether that was or wasn't an unregistered securities offering, that's what the courts will decide. That's a different question from whether XRP today is a security. And the SEC itself has said that assets can change their nature over time as they achieve utility and as they achieve decentralization. So if I had to make a prediction, I'll just make a quick prediction, and that is that there is a settlement to be done here somewhere. The settlement has to do with the distribution of the tokens so that existing token holders can continue to trade them and find value in them the way that they do.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff from the bulldog himself, Brian Brooks. Interesting stuff from Brian. He's a he's a really sharp guy. So yeah, interesting stuff. We shall soon see. Here's something that came, a little quick video from Ripple. Learn how RippleNet helped financial services firm Centbee offer online international remittances across Southeast Asia and beyond. Let's listen to this.
Chief Strategy. My name is Jay Lee. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer and co-founder of Centbee, which is a remittance platform based out of Korea. And now,
I don't know if that's going to happen with this music here going on. Hopefully, it won't give me a crazy strike or something.
And international students from Korea living abroad. Essentially, they want to send money from Korea to abroad. And they're usually facing four major issues. One is that it's expensive. Second is that it's slow. Third, the senders who are trying to send it's inconvenient for them, and for the recipients who are receiving, it's inconvenient for them to receive. But migrant workers especially are not aware of the hidden costs, are not in the proximity of being able to use these technology were it not for players like us. Ripple is helping us do what we do better. We are able to take this technology and give it to them so that they can at least have the same financial inclusion and opportunity. And if you actually view their lives, it affects their whole family, not just one, but their whole family, and not just 5-10 years, but 50 years of their lives. We're a client of Ripple, I would say, or our partners. They provide us with two aspects of, expansion of business. One is the fact that their product is in a development perspective standardized for us to easily plug in and integrate with new partners. And then Ripple is able to introduce us to countries that have more, superior products within those countries, within the Ripple network.
There you go there. I'm probably going to get a strike for that. But in any case, John Deaton shared this too, which I thought was interesting. Everyone is sharing this thing with Brian Brooks. Now, John Deaton, we all know, is the actual attorney who's actually suing the SEC. He says, for the people that have criticized me for suing the SEC for doing its job and to legal experts experts claiming that I'm overstating the case when I say no SEC attorney can in good faith claim that today's XRP is a security. Listen to BB, who we all agree knows more than me. And that's what I just played for you guys. That's what I just played for you guys. So let's look at the markets again. Let's see what's going on. BTC is at 40. Ooh, is that right? 45,685 now. 45,685. On the 24-hour, it is up 19%. Ethereum's at $1,714. And XRP is at 44.6 cents. Cardano, 67 cents. Holy wow. Polkadot is at $22.93. Binance Coin, wow, $78.56 is unbelievable. Litecoin's under 64 bucks. Doge is at 8 cents. Oh my gosh. Link $25, almost. Bitcoin Cash is up 8.59% on the 24-hour. That's pretty cool. $475. Stella's at 38 cents. 38 cents. So there it is, guys. That's kind of the news for the evening. I know what is going on with Algorand right now is crazy. Let me see something. Algo. I know brother-in-law told me that it was over $1 at one time. Yep, there it is again, over $1 again. Interesting stuff. Crypto Cat is here. What's going on, my friend? Achilles is talking about something. What happened? Where is this? Is this bit true? Yeah. Jungle Inc. checked in. What's going on, Jungle Inc.? Good to see you, brother. What do you think about Brian Brooks' earlier statements today? I thought that was interesting. Really worth it. I logged into Binance today, first time in forever. Had some worthless BNB dust. Was worth $50. So how about that? I have some of that too. I do. Indeed. Yeah, I'll take it. I hear you. I haven't even checked to see how much it's worth because you get those little hey, you got like 5 assets there and convert these small pennies into BNB type deal. I've done that a few times, but interesting stuff. Brian Brooks is dropping the facts. Exactly. He really has. And I'm really leaning more and more towards Jungle that Gensler's going to come in. I just get this sense that I don't feel like this is the thing he wants to talk about right now, right? I think he wants to move on to some bigger things. Interestingly enough, he is a big fan of Silvio and Algorand. He is a big fan of Algorand, I guess with their MIT connections. Interesting. So Kilo says, yes, I couldn't buy XRP on BitTrue, but apparently they are selling to others, just not to me, LOL. Oh, gotcha. Darcy says, Algo hit about $1.07 today, loving it. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited as well. Interesting, because that kind of lets you know. I just feel like the newer blockchains with new technology that are perhaps entering their first bull run are going to do well. I think that Elron Gold is going to do well. Not financial advice. I'm certainly not telling you to go buy anything, guys. Don't listen to me when it comes to your purchasing decisions. You don't want to do that. Make sure that what you do, your conclusion is based upon your own decisions. That's what you write. You make sure that your decisions are based upon your own research and you coming to your own conclusion, right? That's what you want to do. That's what you want, right? So in any case, that's what I kind of feel like. So ANKR perhaps, EGLD, what's the other one? Algo. I feel like, kind of going through their first bull run with interesting technology that is gaining adoption is going to do well. I would have never, yeah, it's interesting to see algo over $1. It really, really is. Let's see, what is it on the ALGO? Let's see something. So the all-time high for algo was $3.23. Interesting. It on the year is up 196%. On the 90 days, up 250%. So interesting stuff. Interesting to see. I know that technology is off the hook. It's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with Gensler. He was raving about the technology, and so that whole MIT thing, people kind of like hearing that stuff. So, what's your opinion on Gala? And it says Antonio Lopez. Not much. I'm excited that it's coming to the Flare network. That's exciting. What's your opinion on Gala and Spark relationship? I should have read the whole question. I'm excited about that without question. Definitely very excited to see what's going to happen there with it being on the Flare network. Certainly missed out on getting that early, but I'm happy for those who were able to get it early because it's up 2 or 3. It's close to 3,000%. From what I understand, which is really, really interesting. Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know what it's going to look like in terms of getting more XRP other places. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, what that's going to look like. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Had to wait a while to get verified, but got myself 2 LG at 86 the other day. How about that, James? I'm happy for you, my friend. Definitely happy for you. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to come on here and congratulate those of you who got some of that TEL coin. Congrats to you that have some EGLD and some algo. Congrats to those of you who hold digital assets. I hope you're excited that you hold assets that 99.99% of the masses, they want to hold. Corporates and their treasuries want to hold the assets that you have. Being early to the game, being early adopters is a really, really, really cool deal. It really is. Absolutely exciting. FTX.com, still trading in XRP. FTX.us is not. So yeah, I'll look at the BitTrue a little bit more, kind of see what's going on there. If I'm looking to buy, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So congrats, HODL strong, guys. We're just getting started. I hope you understand that we are just getting started. We're just getting started. If you're new to the game, you're just learning, right? It's going to be a little challenging now because you're right in the midst of, not in the midst, but you're right at the beginning of this alt season. And so it's going to be a little challenging in your accumulation. Definitely spend your money wisely. Watch as many videos as you possibly can to kind of learn how it's done, if you will. Because coming in right kind of at the beginning of the all season, that's a little on the trickier side, right? So you're really going to want to look to some assets that, maybe you want to consider. Does this have real world use possibilities outside of crypto, right? Like we all believe with XRP, right? And with a lot of us believe with VeChain. And if so, what's the value of it right now? Is that a good price, right? Is that a good price for its value? Or, those are some things to consider for sure. Definitely take the old sage advice of do not spend any more than you can afford to lose, right? We don't want to take our car notes and our mortgage payments or rent and invest it in crypto, right? We don't want to do that. So if you happen to have some discretionary cash, some cash that you could, do without, worst case scenario, it's gone. You may want to consider that to enter the digital asset space. All right, guys, listen, have a great night. Never, ever forget that old money does not want you to win, but that's cool though, because we are already winning. Why? Because we're early adopters in this entirely new asset class that is the digital asset space. And you and I, my friends, we're playing a game that 99.99% of the masses, They don't even know it's being played. And you're winning. That, my friends, is a cool, cool deal. Hodl strong. Learn more about the Celsius network. Learn more about the platform. Watch as many AMAs as you possibly can with Alan Smashinsky. Learn how to acquire assets, earn yield on your assets like the 1% of the 1% do, right? Acquire the asset, earn yield on the asset, and learn how to leverage it versus liquidate it, versus liquidating the asset. Massive, massive stuff. All right, guys, listen, have a great night. Enjoy your evening. See you guys tomorrow.